I took on the challenge of reading 50 fantasy novels written by Christian authors, and these are 5 of my favorites. Rich world building, deeply developed characters, and I prefer Christian fantasy that portrays God as himself, meaning none of these books used a Christ figure. You're going to see the name Jesus Christ in these stories, or even the Hebrew names of God like Adonai or Yahweh. Horns and Halos is a Christian fantasy adventure about a young woman who is cast out of her village and forced to try to survive in the wild that is inhabited by supernatural creatures they call devils. Star Riders is about an orphan girl named Tempest who has just realized that she is a Canis, which is essentially a soldier chosen to fight in Adonai's army. But the big problem is that she doesn't believe in God. I have mentioned The King's Feather on this channel so many times. It is a YA Christian fantasy, essentially a chosen one story about a young woman who is a member of Christ's bloodline, and God has given her special powers to protect her family because the villain wants to kill her and stop the Lord from being born in the future. Shattered Reflection is a Christian fairy tale retelling. I don't remember the original fairy tale because I never actually read it, but I love this story because it is a winter fantasy. Some of the characters actually ride polar bears and reindeers, you guys. Super adventurous. A brother-sister pair are the main characters, and each of them take separate adventures and depend on God to get them through it. Another one I've mentioned before is The King's Curse, about a young woman who lives in another realm, but the king of her realm has convinced everyone that he is God. But she knows God for herself, and he's nothing like her king. In fact, God Almighty has chosen her to overthrow this evil king. You can always check out my own Christian fantasy. It's about a young woman who prays to God for strength, and he gives her the gift of fire so she can protect her friends and family. She attends Cross Academy to learn how to train and master this blessing from God. Also check out The Scribe, written by my little sister. It's a historical fantasy about a young Christian woman who is born with a special gift that women are not supposed to have. So now her life is in danger, and God is the only one who can protect her. There were other gems that I read and enjoyed as well, but that is all the time I have now. If you want more Christian fiction recommendations, I have tons of videos available and more in the future, so drop a follow and I'll see you in the next video.